And we have the Scar as the midpoint. We are on Core's team right now as they get ready for the move out. You can see a light tank on the north side, medium tank in the mid with a recon tank on the bottom here. For troops, we got Havald leading the charge with commander role. Of course, we have transport trucks on the north side. You can see Knuffels, Sledge, and Para. We also have Zoom, Nero, Werner Voss, Crusader, Bites in the middle, and then also Callie John, Sturb. I remember his full name, Sturb or something. Falkenmeister missed the call. He was like, "Hey guys, wait up! No!" Oh, nodes out as usual here. You can see the Scar is going to be the main point. We'll see what the deployment looks like from both teams, from both Core and Trigger, Chinese team, formerly known as CNET. Starting off, we are casting the Allies side, of course, so they're going to be in blue today. Axis are going to be in orange. Love to see the move out here from Trigger, and what kind of, I've never seen them play before. I've never cast their games. It's going to be really interesting to see how they manage this one. Of course, Trigger's going to be playing from the right side of your screen here in orange. Before moving over to the left already, you can see those core trucks coming into play on the back side of the Scar here. Deployments coming early. Initial deployments, 3-man squads you can see there. Let's go on board with that truck as it pushes down onto the back side of the Scar. It's going to try to penetrate the defenses here, get fully onto point, and get OPs up on the back side of point here. See if they're going to be able to do that. Through the water. Okay, first test. There's the deployment here from Zoom and Core. Very nicely done, all the way back onto the backside of the Scar. Trigger also getting a decent deployment out, however, gonna be a little later to that midpoint. Core sending a second squad in here onto the south. This is gonna be a big fight right now. First blood going out to LRTT there from Trigger. Finn Saint, close quarters, push right past the Trigger defenders. They get right behind them. I don't think Finn knows. There's a full squad behind him here. Gonna know real soon though. Interesting deployment there from Core, completely bypassing that southern squad of Trigger. I don't think Trigger actually knows about that. Finn needs to turn around. So does Callie John here. Finally, Callie John's gonna get taken out. Anthrax is gonna realize what's going on. Finn's gonna turn around and maybe engage the southern flank. Meanwhile, on point, Core's getting a really good job done here. They have control over the strong point, however, very dangerous from Trigger on this north side. You can see pushing straight down on the north, collapsing towards the river here, and looking to make a pocket for this Core team, not let anyone else back across. Core is trying to push as best they can up, but they're not able to get into key positions here. Destroyed bunkers still in the hands of Trigger here. Crusader's going to try to push it next. Drops 1 kill, drops 2. Big play here if Crusader can get this bunker. Really nice place for OPs to be able to defend the low ground. We're going to lose that firefight though. Itsuka Koto getting the kill there onto Crusader, denying the ability to use that destroyed bunker. And you know what? The Arty is doing a lot of work here to destroy Core off the mid. Core is now losing that midpoint here. But 30% home. Really only getting that one squad onto the strong point. The rest of Core is kind of stuck behind the plate here. Also having not that much luck on the south. You can see it's a pitched battle here. Altair, Anthrax versus Rabbit, LRTT. Rabbit's going to take out Altair. Anthrax needs to fight for this one though. Keep those OPs up. There is actually 2 OPs there, so Sturple's there also. Not a bad fight for the midpoint for sure though here. Core respawn waves come in. However, Trigger is pressing hard on that north side there. Look at those RD shots too. Right on top of the OP, taking out 2-3 members of Core. And Core's going to be really hard pressed to maintain this pressure on mid-cap, especially with this flank coming in from Trigger. Close push on the north. Let's see if Crusader and his squad can defeat this. Oh, they all get killed there. Risu Mafu, No Cannon BB, and Heinrich Hartmann. Can't be the real Heinrich Hartmann, right? Oh, there we go. OP goes down via grenade there. Ooh, nasty Team Artie though. Getting the kill, unfortunately, for Trigger. That's some friendly fire from their Artie. They don't get both OPs up. Still though, Core not able to make it onto point. You can see Killa on the top side, just devastating with that enemy. He's going to take out 2 members of Core and get taken out himself. Really an interesting battle for mid here though. Core need to button up this backside north push from the Chinese team if they want to be able to secure this mid. Q also pushing down onto point here. Squad lead from Trigger. You can see Commando in the battle too. Richard Walter, Lime Fries in there too. Look at how many squad leads here are on the midpoint from Trigger. Trying to get maximum OPs down near point. Core though is just continually respawning, and look, they got another OP back up onto that strong point there. However, Artie is just devastating here. Core surviving for now, but I feel like it's only a matter of time, especially if the Chinese team can get OPs a little closer. They should be able to push down the hill, but I mean, Core does have a lot of bodies in point. This is a really good fight off the start here. 2 really evenly balanced teams. Richard Walter, commander of Trigger here, pushing down alone. He's going to get taken out. Core finally making some cap progress, and it looks like they're making some progress on the north side too. Crusaders squad has rotated and respawned and is now trying to stop the Trigger boys from pushing across the river here. Yeah, 2, 3 go down there. Crusader, really nice job there, and that might be the end here for Trigger on the strong point. We'll see what they have left to throw at this, but for right now at least, they're really stuck on the edges of this battle for the Scar, and they just don't have the same number of bodies they were using before to try and put pressure on it. You can see Core has got AT guns set up in the backside, using a devastating effect right now onto the north side of point. Tank's taking hits. That's a P4. It's taking a few hits. It's going to go down. Panzer IV down here. Credit kill goes to the AT gun of Core on the back line. Who's that? Is that Altair? No. Damp Strahler and 1 more there. It's a nice kill there. Killing a P4. Alleviating some pressure. Core now about 60% towards that mid cap. However, Trigger's still in a very good position here. Still putting a lot of pressure on point. I wonder if Core has... Well, I can still see Artie dropping, so it's not like Core's got control of the artillery either. Really what stopped this is that push, that rotation on the north side from the defenders. You can see Crusader leading squad there. Par is there too, stopping Trigger from putting their forces across the river and attacking the backside with those OPs. And unfortunately for the Chinese team, they just those first grenades missed, and that's really the only opportunity they got to attack those OPs in the back before the friendly already killed them. And there's a 3-2. Core with a very tough battle for the first point here. Going to take it 3-2 off the bat on Hurricane versus Trigger. Preview of possibly what's to come here in this the main stage of the seasonal. Alright, so let's check the map here. Next point is going to be Salient 42 on the bottom of your screen here. We already have flanking coming down from Havald. You can see OP's up in the sector, while nothing in the sector yet. That'll be soon to come. Supplies going to be dropped. Tiger also coming in. Jetty, OP, and Nero here on to point. Interesting that Tiger would be pushing point here. He's going to just come and support, it looks like, for now. They're going to get a central garrison up. Most of this team for Trigger has redeployed here. Steel Light is in a 1v10. Alright. Steel Light, I see you. That's a lot of blue bodies you're going to have to take out though, buddy. That's a lot of bodies there. I would not want to be this guy right now. I'm going to drop 1. Senseless, hello. Zapika, all going to be rotating to Steel Light now. Wonder if he goes for satchel play. No, he's going to drop Nero on the right side here. Staying alive. Someone plays Staying Alive by the, what is it, the Bee Gees? Oh, that's a perfect nade right there. Steel Light's going to have to move. He's going to get dropped senseless, I believe, with that nade. Beautiful nade onto Steel Light there. Going to drop the kill fairly easily. That's a textbook maneuver right there. Trigger not out yet. They're just getting pushed up the hill. You can see Core taking those advanced positions. You know, they've taken the trench, they've taken the house, and they've taken the broken bunker. Also pushing into the ravine, pushing up the ravine with the force there. So definitely not the type of pressure that Trigger was putting forth in the initial stages of this game. And I wonder if they'll kind of rotate towards, yeah, the defensive line. You can see those respawns coming in from Salient here. Maybe rotating their line a little bit to the high ground on the south side. Let's rotate over to Salient though and check the point itself to see if anybody from Core has managed to push past the line. No, nothing yet. Nothing going on too much yet. There was that northern flank from Havald. We'll have to check on that in a minute or two. Fairly standard start to this one, though, for Core. Really a nice battle for about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes there. That was beautiful. Tanks are marked in the backside. Looks like Havald has got a Gary down. Out of necessity, really. And then there's this tank in front of him here that he's going to have to deal with. Tiger's a little low to be able to deal with those tanks yet. He's all the way down the valley. He's not up on the road back here. So he's going to have a hard time spotting that one out. Trigger's still keeping pressure on. Maintaining the high ground here above the point. Meanwhile, rotating some of their forces to the south side to try and maybe build a front line up to deal with this core push. Core seems to be trying to link up their forces, though. You can see back kind of marauding force going behind the lines of Trigger here. Meanwhile, Core is going to be pushing up this front, and I have to wonder, it's probably only a matter of time before this Trigger force is killed in the center here to the east. But I'd assume they just rotate back to the south regardless. We're doing a very good job to close that gap fast. Looks like there's also shots going into armor on the backside here. Yeah, that Tiger, is that Tiger already down? No, it's up. Okay, so Tiger in the backside and Deflate right here. Looking for American tanks, possibly. Not gonna find any. The lone 76 is way down in the valley behind the main point, behind the midpoint. That Tiger's not going to be seeing anything except for possibly some infantry here. Havald is sitting right on top of it. He could be cooking some eggs or some breakfast on the exhaust of that Tiger. He's so close to it. Finally getting some action here. Get a supply drop in Salient 42. Checking the map really quick to see what's going on with that push. Looks like there is some more movement towards the backside here. You got recon harassing. No recon harassment here so far. Core's looking strong on the backside. 2 already up, 1 defender up with an outpost. Nothing hot on the backside there. They're good to go. Second 76 coming in. 2 stack of 76 confirmed here. Bombing run starting on the south side here from Trigger, looks like. Looking to crush this south push and enable their forces to push up 2-3 cells. Coming in. Does a little bit of damage really on the middle. However, there's 2 tanks. 2 tanks. Yeah, I am tired. A little bit. It's just, this is early. This is like 8:30 start when I was up till like 2 a.m. Yeah. So, bombing run really doesn't manage much. Core's actually putting pressure on the backside. We're going to rotate over to Salient 42 to see that pressure right now visualized. Okay, Para, Scav, both pushing in. I believe Para might be on a supply drop right here. Yes, he is. So Para going to be getting a Gary up on the backside for Core here to assault Salient 42 and try and cut the lines off between logging camp and the point. Now, I'm surprised this supplies was allowed to drop here and not be taken out. Para's just kind of chilling for now. Don't see really too many threats. LRTT's a little too far back to deal with this threat right now. And as we zoom up here, there's really nobody really back from Trigger. You have the recons doing work on Artie. I think that that Trigger recon is going to help and deal with that. This attack's looking very, very dangerous. Heinrich Hartmann, I believe, isn't that guy like a World War II German? He's taking shots here at Spieler. Spieler is going to be trying to get the kill here. 1v1. No, he loses that fight. I don't know. Is that a Gary right there? Is that a Gary? That is a Gary. So unfortunately there for Core. Ooh, and for Trigger. Both missing each other right now. Trigger's got to get some redeploys down. You can see they've already got 3 with 2 squad loot. More coming down from that in the backside. Spieler respawns right on his OP though. And he should be able to push north and actually take out this garrison. Unfortunately, new respawn wave comes in. 1v3 here for Spieler. Definitely going to be knowing about this garrison now. Grenades going out. Let's see if this 1v3 pans out for Spieler. He's going to be losing this OP very quickly. He needs to get up and fight this one. Going to get 1 kill and then get dropped on the backside there. So good defense by Trigger here. Zaram's going to be rotating to deal with this. If he can, though, lots of marauding Axis players all over the map here. Zara Miller is going to be trying very hard to get this Gary down. That's going to be a big pain in the butt of Core if they don't manage to do it. So let's see if this rotation pans out. He does have the bar. It's a great weapon here. 1v2 takes out 2. Nice kill. Should be able to get this Gary, barring another spawn wave. Barring. There we go. Good play, Zara Miller there. Doubling back to get the Gary on the flank of Salient 42. Now, you can see Crusaders here. Power is here. There is a Lux in play, too. So Yogurt and Spieler are going to have to deal with this Lux fairly soon, though. I think they're set up in a pretty decent spot to do so in about a few seconds here. Lux is going to come on a lot of pressure. 1 rocket. Ooh, just misses. Yogurt just sails that rocket a little above the Lux here. Second rocket, it's not going to miss, though. Still 2 more rockets in play from both Spieler and Yogurt. There we go. It goes down. Yogurt doesn't miss the second rocket there, and down goes the Lux. Trigger losing a lot here, losing that Lux, losing one of the Garys. Now they only have that backwards Gary and a few OPs. The backside Gary. I'm assuming somewhere over here, unless it's being taken out. I honestly don't see the Gary. Might be blind. This is looking very, very dangerous. Honestly, where is this Gary spawn? Oh, it must be to the left of the screen here. Kirisu is going to need to get an OP up, though, closer and get some rotations into his squad. Oh, doesn't get Scav, though. Scav winning that 1v1 trade here. Bodies dropping on point. Hummer and Bew Bew is the last 2 on point. Look at how far Trigger's having to come to spawn back on point, though. After they lost that side defense Gary, they're running from far on the north side. Oh, you know what happened? So Prince, who is this? Crusader got an OP and Prince spawned on it after it was already taken out. Or not. There's the Gary. Okay, so it was rotated onto the north side. Bombing run coming in. That's a beautiful bombing run. Gonna crush that garrison down and kill a bunch of bodies here. I was confused because before the garrison was on the back side of Salient. I guess they rotated it to the north once they lost the mid Gary. But well, it's down now. It is indeed down now. Unfortunately, only Scav and Zara Miller on point for core. Scav's going to get dropped here in a revenge kill from Kirisu. Zara Miller, Yogurt still pushing the point, but you know, a successful defensive rotation here for Trigger. We'll really have to try to get back on a point here. Crusader is Zara Miller. I'll just call him Zaram. I think I'm fucking that one up when I say Zara Miller. Zaram, you know, gets one kill, needs to kind of rotate back in and help Crusader out here, or Crusader's going to get fragged as soon as he pushes up. I assume we're going to... Yeah, there we go. He gets killed almost immediately. Let's take a look at the map here. Not a whole lot on the defense of the Scar. 276 is stacking front line here. Defenders kind of stacking on the north side. They do have a Gary. That's a very, very dangerous defense, though. No OPs. The closest OP is up the hill past the destroyed bunker, all the way at the house with the... Oh, what do we call that house? I don't know. Just call it the house, I guess. Airhead down behind the salient for core. However, you know, it's hot. And Major Blib is probably going to be taking that one out. Krisu going to go 1-for-1 here on point. Lux, second Lux pulling up on the backside. Going to shut down that attack. And it looks like Major Blib is also going for that Gary. Backside control here from core is really intense. You can see they have the two recon outposts over here. They do have backside garrisons. And that garrison that Pyro is sitting on is serving them very well too. Zara Miller actually does spawn on that airhead, but the Lux I think knows about that now. Yeah, must be taken out. Crusader's OP on point is nice, but there's still a lot of defenders here. No cap progress being made just yet for core. Gonna have a hard time without Lux camping his OP though. Crusader is for sure. 76ers need to come up into the fight here and help their boys out. It'll be very hard for Crusader to do anything versus a peeking Lux. Now Crusader is going to get an easy kill there on the Crusader and shut down that push. Meanwhile, though, huge push from that northeastern garrison there, all the way up, and you can see the little trench right there. Richard Walter is close to it though. He's only one man. Now, as these 276s rotate up the road, yeah, that stuff's going to happen. Bottom left of your screen there. Trigger boys getting absolutely obliterated there. 276s on a stack. Trigger's going to need to get some AT out here, and they're going to need to deal with that Gary on the northeast side. The line is holding somewhat steadily. Let's rotate to the left here. Yeah. So their line is a little too far to the north side there. It's holding, but they're losing their backside fairly quickly. 276 is pushing up on the edge of the map here. And and Trigger slowly getting cut off from their backside. I mean, they're managing to get some respawns up here. Kirisu is just doing work, though. He is absolutely doing work. Getting the spawns in, getting his OPs in good spots. They have another Lux here, but... like I said, they're gonna... I mean, Trigger's gonna need some AT, because once those 276s get close here, they're just gonna stomp everything that comes up. Now, there finally is a Tiger up here, unfortunately, but he's already taken a lot of AT. You got Spieler there. You got Nice on the left side. Let's go on board with this Tiger as he tries to stop the advance, maybe halt the advance a little bit. Spieler on the backside is gonna get a few shots in. One. Where's the Lux? Oh, Lux is missing shots. Lux is missing shots. Finally dropping Spieler there on the backside. Waniu is jumping out. Gonna put a bullet into him for good measure. Lux missed a few shots there, though. That's a very heavily damaged Tiger, too. So, Tiger's taking a lot of damage. We did see some cap progress on the midpoint. There's maybe in sector on the north side, I'm guessing. You can see core redeploys coming out to this north side. OP already hot too. However, more cap progress is happening over here on Salient 42. About 10% so far. OP defense on the backside for Trigger. Holding on for now, but it's a 50-50 fight over point right now. They need to get a lot more bodies back here. Core cap progress is increasing right now. Trigger Gary on point. Nice is going to be looking for the shot onto the Gary, and it's down. I think that might be the nail in the coffin here for Trigger. Nice play by Nice. A desperation Gary not able to survive for more than basically one respawn, and unfortunately for that respawn, it was only about a squad worth of bodies, but they all died as soon as Nice whipped out that bazooka. Looks like it's going to be a 4-1 here for Core. 76 is pushing. Tiger's got to watch out right now. Let's go on board with the 76 as he pushes up to face this Tiger here, getting caught on a tree. Uh-oh. Hoping that maybe, you know, this 76 is very dangerous. If Trigger had some satchels right now, they could put some, like, Toolcat. Yeah, Toolcat was an assaulter, was an engineer or something. He put some damage in. Lux is taking shots right now. Trying to peek is the 76. He's stuck on a tree, unfortunately, though. Second 76 pulls up, and down goes the Tiger. All that's left is the Lux, and the Lux is going to be having a hard time dealing with that one. Down goes the Lux to Trigger with a massive redeploy onto the northeast side, but I think it's a too little too late situation here. They're trying to get supplies down. They got one guy left in the trench they're loading. Hummer's also on point, looking to put a satchel down on one of the 76s. Can he do it? Oh, he might just. Nobody's watching. Where's the commander? Hummer not able to get that satchel down yet. He's trying so hard. He's fighting in a 1vx. So many bodies around him. I think Spieler might have this one, though. No! Hummer gets the kill. How many more kills can Hummer get here? Uh-oh, I think he's attracted the attention of the second 76. Hummer coming in. Getty's got to watch out, and Hummer goes down. Wow. Did he get the satchel down, though? George is going to hop out to defuse. Doesn't look like any satchel went down. And what could have been a really dangerous play here for the 176 turns out to be not. Core's going to be taking this one, though. On sailing, you can see 98, 99, almost 100 cap progress here. And there it is, 4-1. So hard fought game so far for Core. Doing everything right, you know, having to win those battles. In the end, though, never really losing the momentum. They were able to keep that momentum going pretty much through that whole push. Whether it be from the garrison, the airhead on the backside. They didn't commit a huge number of forces to it either. They're very steady in their pressure. Now, it looks like a push for this 5-0 here, about 30 minutes into the game. So, you know, Trigger's lasted a little longer than most teams. I think the average playtime versus Core is probably around 20 minutes. Haven't seen too much from the Trigger attack, though. They did attempt a little attack at the end there before losing their 4th point. But they haven't really settled down into this game yet. They've been a little cagey. That being said, you know, Core is playing allies. Of course, they do have the 2-stack 76s here. Haven't seen a lot of AT guns out from Trigger, and now we even see a Puma coming out. I'm very, very surprised. It's kind of shocking not to see the AT guns coming out. We're gonna go on board with this Puma as he tries to kind of support his team, maybe in a defensive role, using that recon skill, maybe shelling over those 76s. But I mean, all it's gonna take is one shot, of course, from the 76s to hit this Puma where it hurts. See if he gets any shots off. I can see 2 76s right now. You can see them firing there. Smoke as they fire. One of them just did a flip or something. I guess the Puma's a little too low to see that, though. Recon plane coming over on logging camp. That's probably going to signify a bombing run for one for sure. If you didn't know, if you're new to Hello Loose Competitive, a 2-stack of 76s is, I believe at least, is a win condition. You know, especially if you play them like Core does. Play them tight, cross-covering. You know, if something engages you in one of the 76s, you can instantly, you know, hit it in the second. If If it's a Tiger, both 76s can take, the first 76 can take a hit and the second one can shoot it, and then the first one will have the reload time to shoot it. No issues there. You know, if it's an AT gun, it'll one-shot the AT gun. AT gun doesn't have the reload speed to really deal with the 76 unless he doesn't see it for quite a few seconds. But it's quite obvious usually where it's shooting from. Would love to see an AT gun on this hill here. Looks like we might be getting that from Harry's. Not before bombing run drops though. Bombing run just missing a majority of the players here. It's going to be actually hitting Kirsu over here on the south. And we're going to see a southern push now from Core into the factory here. Cover me. Well, he's doing a good job covering, that's for sure. With that MG not impacted by the bombing run in the building here. However, he's only one man. And now Batui, Hartman, and OF need to get back there. Another OP is up inside the factory here. However, Altair and Scav both making progress. Not dropping kills though. Altair's going to drop there. Calijon and Scav, 2 left alive now. If they can hold that position, well, that's a big if. They will allow these follow-on troops to get that building. Unfortunately, they don't, so it's going to be a frontal assault now for TRAA and Senseless. He's going to get dropped too. Hartman's getting kills here. Maybe a satchel's in order for TRA here after he gets a kill on Hummer. It wouldn't be a terrible play. AT gun finally coming out on the road here. You can see 4 trigger. So AT gun's gonna be shooting the road, and then we're gonna have a Tiger inside the factory itself. I like that AT gun placement. I was hoping for something a little more aggressive on the right flank, possibly. Over on the hill there, looking down into kind of the front of the factory. Smoke going to be aiding the push of Core here. However, that push isn't going so well. Core's getting, you know, matched, if not beaten, in the infantry fight so far. I'm going to take a quick look at the map to see where those 76s are. It looks like one possibly may have been taken out. Yeah, 176 is being taken out. AT gun up on the defensive on the hill for Core there. Even though Core is getting pushed back, they're being very persistent. Looks like they might have crushed one OP in that left factory. I think that OP has since gone up. Hartman's there. He probably has placed it up. Kirsu fighting tooth and nail inside the other building on the south side there. Going to be killing Saint and possibly Stairbill. Really intense fight here over entry to the factory. And Trigger's doing really what they need to right now. They need to stop these bodies from flowing in. I'd also love to see some kind of attacking play to maybe relieve some pressure off the backside here from Trigger, because Trigger is just getting absolutely swarmed here. You know, they are successfully defending, but with that defense, you know, it pays a high price. Really, they don't really have too much going in the attack. If you look at the map again, you can see there isn't anything hot on the flanks. Force secures their flank pretty good. There is a little, you know, hot OPs and gears in the front line, but that's to be expected for typing right there. Nothing on the back though at all. Nothing on recon either here, troubling Core. Core again trying to just it's like Russian doctrine, mass attack, mass infantry attack here on the front with smoke this time, making a little more progress here on the north side. Making a little more progress. However, still a very, very vicious fight. And Trigger OPs are allowing them to push back down right into the middle of this one. Core paying for every inch of real estate here heavily. Finally, Core do have some OPs though. They do have some OPs on some buildings. trying to make progress again on the south side, and with some kills here, I think they might be able to manage it. However, that smoke's gonna have to go a few more yards, or like 100 meters to the east. Probably not gonna be able to use their, obviously that's probably smoke from artillery, so they're gonna need handheld smoke if they want. 76 going down on the backside. Tiger getting the kill on that one. Sorry we missed that one, boys and girls. That was an important kill there for Trigger. They need to make that happen. That 76 was encroaching and putting a lot of pressure on the front line. Wee! What's your name here? Way. Really nice play. Crushing a bunch of OPs on the backside here. I don't know if you saw that, but a bunch of OPs just went down from core here. All due to this man doing a really good job. I don't know how he saw Skirbo there. Going for the shots on him. His gun wasn't even showing, really. Still a nice play, though, to get those OPs. Sneak through the front line. That's why there's a lot less pressure on this front line through core. Almost instantly. Smoke isn't going to help out anymore. Core boy should switch to HE because, well, Trigger has taken out those attacking OPs here. AT gun going down on the backside from Edu. Of course, still does have their northern OPs inside the factory, or on the outskirts of the factory here. But with the loss of those OPs on the south, that's going to be very hard to push. You can see they're just getting shot in the open right now. Trigger looking for a more forward Gary onto the defensive point. I am a little concerned though. Fire team here from core pushing forward. AT gun going down. There are 3 machine gunners kind of covering each other here, so core's going to need some smoke if they want to dislodge or get some more concealment to push this position. Check out those machine gun positions though, boys and girls. Those are nice spots. Fred is making a push here onto Lime Fries, crushes the OP and gets the kill here. So 1 OP on the north side going down from Trigger. 3 machine gunners though, able to effectively suppress the attack coming forward. Fred making a bunch of progress though. So it looks like supplies also going down there. Fred getting the kill on those supplies. Changju and Killa 117. OF also. Ooh, Fred's still going here with his flank. Gets a shot into the back of that Tiger. Is now going to rotate onto OF there. Gets the kill onto one of the machine guns. Kang Zhu, though, again across cover for his buddy and shoots Fred in the back of the head. Now that Tiger is going to be the next mission here. North side is kind of open, though, for core. I don't think they know about it. I mean, there is still a lot of machine gun fire coming in. But with that OP down and with that one of those machine gunners down, that's a lot of pressure being relieved. A Trigger on the north side also trying to rotate back onto the top of the hill here to get a good position to shoot down onto core boys that are pushing. Really close fight here. Unfortunately for Trigger, they just can't get anything on the attack going. They really can't. If we zoom out here, you can see there's just nobody from Trigger. They're trying desperately to flank on the north side. Now, that's probably going to be their best bet right here. Is this northern flank? They've bypassed the front line of core and are trying to push this back line in. However, the more assets that the Trigger, you know, kind of commit to this, the less they have on their defense, of course. And that might open the door maybe for some core plays, but it does look like core has rotated a fair few bodies off the point. Bombing run actually going to drop here, trying to crush that south line of Trigger. Let's double check. No, that was a trigger bombing run against Core. That was a huge mistake there. They killed about half a squad of Trigger down here on the south, possibly opening up the gates. Oh man, no. Hummer's the only one alive. Hummer drops to Core have a nice opening here on the south. I don't think they're in a position to exploit it though. No, you can see the Artie dropping, finally switching to smoke here. Oh, it's too bad because that Trigger bombing run really kind of hit themselves in the foot there. Shot themselves in the foot. Kirsu is able to get a redeploy though and a rotation back to that position. Still only 2 people down there as opposed to 4 or 5. OP on the back side of the building, you can see it below us. Crisis averted though. Core was just dropping HE, right? There still is HE dropping in the forest. I wonder if that might be Trigger HE and smoke, possibly. Yeah, you'd have to think that it is. Core's pushing into it. So Trigger, HE, and smoke dropping that forest, doing enough to keep Core off point for now. Yeah, nice already there. Okay, wow. So 46 minutes into this one, 46 minutes to go. Apologies. I believe Trigger might have a second tank here below us. You can see the machine gun fire firing. Where is he? Oh, he's all the way back here. He's all the way back here. Where's that tank? Oh, there he is below us. So Trigger 1 Tiger, all the way at the back here, firing straight down the main road from this HQ on the south side. You got a second Tiger also inside the point itself. Core getting pushed on the west. Getting shoved hard. First, we're gonna see. I guess we're gonna see Core defense. See how well they're doing. Doing pretty well. They are getting shoved though. Trigger is adapting kind of to the game. Still is a 4-1. 45 minutes to go. Lots of time to switch this one around. Core defense holding on the north side pretty decently now. Let's see what Trigger has in the bag of tricks and what they can bring to bear here against Core. Vehicle possibly going down. No, not too sure what that explosion was. No vehicle. Trigger Artie's doing work trying to stop this push on the south. They've mostly successfully stopped it. I mean, it is a 50-50 fight in the forest now. There is an opening. I wonder if we're going to see it with possibly a bombing run. Core really favoring this southern push through the forest here. As long as that already continues though, I don't think they're going to be able to make it work. That already is just absolutely devastating. Now Core has lost a significant portion of that front line. You can see how they're being pushed by Trigger. The opening is just right in the middle here from Core. I think they have it decently covered though, but Trigger is making a push. Let's get right into this battle here for the middle of Core's line. Core playing tight off of this OP right here. Very patient play from both sides, not wanting to give their positions away and give up the position of their squads. Core is very close to those OP, so squad leads are going to be thinking about maybe rotating them back a little bit. Core also losing the forest on the south side of the map here, besides Salient. Wonder if we'll see a Trigger Gary on the edge of their control, maybe in the crater. Toolcat gonna drop Harald right there. And trade with Stairbill, not too bad. 2 kills for 1. Trigger going on the offensive now, looking to attack Salient 42 here with a bunch of bodies. Actually, Core should be a little concerned here. Full squad, 2 squad leads assaulting here, gonna drop the front line defenders. Respawns come in on the north. Supabika is all that's left alive, though. Ooh, Hummer gonna drop him too. Let's take a quick look at the map. Check out the Garys. How many are hot? Well, 2 are hot behind the lines. That's gonna be PZ Blitz. Looking to pressure backwards Garrison here for Core. How close is he to it though? Well, not really. He rotates past it, unfortunately. Missing the backwards Garrison. Wonder if we'll see an airhead play off of this pressure. You can see that Harald's OP is down though. Would not be surprised if there is cow progress coming up very soon. Now, 2 stack of 76s looking on the main road into that HQ. But the real threat here is just the bodies on point. Now, does Core go for an attack here? No, they're going to go for a bombing run to try and stop this attack. Bombing run not going to hit a whole lot, honestly. Trigger's still pressuring point super hard here. 50-50 battle for point. Let's see if Trigger can pull this one out. Kirisu is just being everywhere. He's being on the defensive, on the attack. Definitely the most visible player here for Trigger. Really shoved into those hard situations on both sides of the coin here. Doing a lot of work, putting his squad in really good spots. He's going to get taken out on point though. Core defense is holding for now. Bending, definitely bending. Of course, Harald losing that OP. You can see Garrison on the back side, on the left side of your screen, right beside Scav there. Now Toolcat Hummer pushing back in again. Lots of Core defenses this time though. Going to be ready to fight back and fight off this strong point. Tiger's still chilling. Don't see the second Tiger just yet. Wonder if he's still back at base. 76 is both pushing up. Airhead on the front side of point here. This is going to be an interesting play. Airhead very close to point. No Artie smoke though. Can we check the map? Yeah, Core is camping the crap out of Artie right now. Look at this. Half track. They're going for a Gary possibly. Like, Core going for a huge push, shutting down that HQ completely. Airhead does land here on the front side. Oh my gosh, are we going to see a huge spawn wave here from Trigger? Also, that's 76 pushing. I wonder if they're going to get shots onto the Tiger. Where's the Tiger? Where's the Tiger? He's peeking on the south. Okay. I don't think the Tiger has any view onto those 76s. With the airhead on the front, it's going to be so hard. Oh, this is so close. The Tiger cannot contest those 276s alone. I like this play, maybe rotating to put some artillery shells into the faces of the Core defenders. First spawn wave comes in, only 4 or 5 bodies from the airhead. We can see it right there. Gonna clear on the trench right now. Itsuka Notu, Wavy, Lynn, Richard Walter, no Cannon BB. We're gonna have to get a bunch of kills here. Wavy getting the first kill on Bates. Grenades going out. More respawns coming in from that airhead there. I don't think Core knows about this. I'm surprised there weren't any nades. Or Artie goes onto the airhead. Does it take it out though? I think it does. So 2 spawn waves, only what's able to come in here. And this attack is going to be shut down fairly quickly. Or not. Hold the phone. Okay, sorry, the airhead's still up. My bad, I thought it was taken out. My bad, my B. Yeah, not the numbers you'd expect from an airhead here. I think very cautiously, being very cautiously played here by Trigger. And you kind of wonder, now that they've lost mid HQ, you'd think they need to kind of throw everything at this one to throw Core off. But I mean, Core has the numbers back here to defend this. I mean, maybe a third of the defenders spawning on that airhead is not going to dislodge the Core boys from this point at all. They can keep responding in those numbers. It's just not going to happen. Finally, is that finally the airhead going down there? No, it's still up. Okay. So yeah, it's getting pinged out, but no explosions getting some decent hits. You can see OP's going up here, but Core's pushing out in force. Oh, nasty arty shots, kills the whole squad. Dangerous times here. Core defense is pushing out, looking to take out this airhead. Arty's just saturating that whole area. Still some attackers in, but yeah, definitely not in the numbers they needed. Core doing a very good job here, pushing the Chinese team back out in the forest. Well, mostly. Hartman, though, getting a few kills on point. All right, let's go on board with Hartman here, see if he can continue the trend here. One-man show kind of on the backside for Trigger. Is he going to crush another OP? No, he gets taken out there by Scav. Unfortunately, just not close enough to get that OP. You can still see 2 or 3 more OPs up on point. DeWay here and stay sharp. Still keeping the fight alive, getting some kills on point right now. Core has so many bodies, though. You just look at the defensive posture for Core here, absorbing all this pressure, allowing the Trigger boys to get onto point, and then just rotating on them from either side of the bunker there. Now, I wonder if we're going to finally start to see the fruits of the flank pay off for Core on the backside. Not really. Not really. They lose that kind of foothold they had on the HQ. They do have 2 covering the Arty. However, they both drop. CatDog in there, Havald there, Vernavos there. You can see Half-Track there to support the attack onto the HQ. No, Trigger's doing a good job of bunkering down too. Their northern force is doing well. They're getting AT guns up on the hill finally too. What you like to see. Not being manned right now, but they have them there if they need them. Where has those 76s rotated to? Well, one is definitely down. You can see its carcass right there. Second 76 still shelling the road. Core withstanding the pressure here. 35 minutes to go in this one. And I mean, really clean play from Core up until now. Really good defense here from Trigger. This is how you defend logging camp. They're holding the high ground on the north side. They're putting pressure through the force. They're using their artillery when they can, and they're using their tanks effectively, especially when Core was really putting pressure. I loved that 3-man stack of machine guns by the main factory building. It was really nice. Core has so many bodies back, though, that they can absorb all that pressure that's being thrown at them by Trigger. '76 has found something to shell. Let's go on board with him and see what he's targeting. Looks to be just infantry for now. Trigger tanks playing very safe. Not, you know, here's the thing I really like about this Chinese team's use of their Tigers. Very safe play. They're taking kills where they can get it. They're not just yeeting their tanks in. They're keeping those tanks in the defensive. You know, 1 for 1 here. There's smoke in the middle. Tanks are playing safe. They're not going too crazy here. Allowing, you know, if Core was able to take both tanks down, that would be a huge power spike. They're not allowing that to happen though. They're using the AT guns. I feel like that I would have loved to see Trigger pull those AT guns a little sooner, especially for the defensive salient there when Core stacked the two Shermans to push up. I would have expected a few more AT guns on the point, maybe shooting onto the advances. We're gonna see if this Tiger has a shot right now. No, not just yet. You can see that second 76 is camping down the road here. As soon as this smoke dissipates, though, I think the 76 might have a shot. Ooh, it'd be just on the front tracks here. But I think I'd take the 76 over the Tiger here. Oh, shot comes in, just misses. Second Tiger comes out. Both Tigers going to play here. Ricochet shots hitting the back turret of the second Tiger. 76 is in a really good spot here. First shot goes in. I think this first Tiger is going to go down for sure. Second Tiger's not in a position to support him. Boom, goes down one Tiger. Now, I was saying those praise for the Trigger Tigers, but ultimately a big mistake there. Smoke dissipates, and that 76 is in a perfect spot to shoot down the main road here. Not too sure why that second Tiger was hanging out there, but he was. Now, AT gun on the hill, I don't think has a shot onto the 76. Unfortunately, he's just showing infantry. Yeah, no, too many buildings, bunkers in between the AT gun, attack gun, and the point. He's gonna get taken out there by Hoomple Poomple with the machine gun. Trigger though, surviving. I mean, they've survived another half hour. It feels like we've been on this point for about 40 minutes here. Nothing Core can do can kind of dislodge this. Now, I'd love to see some attacking kind of mojo coming out here from Trigger. They're just having to commit so many bodies to the defense. It's hard. Core's front line, you know, is shaping up again. However, this time, big change is Trigger is kind of home free on the north side. There's nobody from Core there to oppose this. Garrison's hot. Second 76 pulling up here for Core. What is going on? Havald's going to respawn here, and he's going to be surrounded by Trigger. I wonder if he sees this and is like, guys. Oh, they completely missed this Gary, though. The attack completely misses the Gary on the defensive. Core will be able to rotate off of this super easy. Havald just taking his time looking at all the troops running through here. Going to take shots at Hyperion there. I don't know what Hyperion was doing, but it worked. Dip, duck, dodge. Havald missing shots there. Ooh, I wonder, is he going to be baiting Trigger onto this Gary? Hopefully, Havald can get some support here in defense. Looks like Anthrax is rotating. Hello is rotating too. Shots coming into the 76 on point. Looks like he's moved up and he's taken out a second Tiger. Now, is the AT gun on the hill still up or no? It don't matter. And it's not up anymore. So 76 takes out the second Tiger there on point. However, infantry is posing a big threat on the backside here. Blitz is in a good position. Again, Flying Monkey there too. But it's just not very aggressive here. Blitz is not very aggressive at all. I would expect him to be pushing and going for that Gary. We can zoom in and show you guys the Gary position right now for Core right there. Now, Havald and Bates both go down. However, nobody from Trigger rotates for that Garrison, defensive Garrison for Core. So they both stay up. Now, still trying to flank is this Trigger squad, but I'd assume that Core will just respawn behind them and take them out. I mean, that's my assumption right now, not what's happening. Core's kind of pushing off point. Now, this is looking very dangerous here for Trigger. Core not committing kind of the bodies you'd expect here. Dompstrawler, finally, there we go. Rotation comes in, respawn comes in. Pretty far back, but I think this should be okay. And Trigger making a mistake there. You know, Havald was engaging one of their guys, shooting at him. I'm very surprised that there wasn't a ping gone out to push that location. They would have found that Gary. Now, defensive squad unfortunately doesn't know about this rotation here. It's going to be a 1v1 or 2v1 for point. Dimmy's going to win that one. Havald also getting a kill on the north side. Dimmy does get dropped here. There is a danger. However, the aggressiveness of Trigger needs to ramp up a bit here if they want to start attacking this point. And you can already see Core is making cap progress on the last point. Havald getting another kill defending his Garrison here on the back, and you know, Core just kind of walked straight in. Yeah, Core. Oh, we were watching Trigger's attack. You know, they just kind of walked into the point. Trigger getting dislodged there. Committing too many bodies to the attack, too many bodies to the flank. Core have dropped an airhead now. Trigger's defense is, they're not anywhere to be seen anymore. Trigger kind of falling apart here with 28 minutes to go now. Can they come back? I mean, airhead on point. They're going to need a bombing run, but I mean, there's buildings there. I think this is going to be Core taking this one 5-0 here with 28 minutes to go, but Yeah, credit where credit's due. Trigger did a very good job for quite some time. Unfortunately, as soon as they attacked there, that just opened up the Pandora's box for Core. They jumped right in it and took full advantage of that. Now Trigger are making some cap progress, however. Core is well on their way here to a 5-0. In this friendly game, this friendly warm-up for the seasonal, of course, seasonal delayed by 2 weeks, so we'll have to wait a little bit for the main stage. Trigger making some progress with this. If they can stall it, that's a big if. I mean, they're trying right now. Major pushing in. We got Gozui pushing in here. Airhead looks to be taken out. It's gonna be so close. Reinforce has to be down. I just don't think there are enough bodies yet. Tanks in point 2. 76 crushing opposition here, and this looks like it's going to be a 5-0 for Core.